Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to get ready together while I shop my stash. So nothing new here. These are all products that are already in my collection and that I want to use again. This was the inspiration behind today's look. This is from Linda HALLBERG Cosmetics and this is the Enchanted Secrets palette. It's a duochrome palette. I really wanted to use this shade and I thought I've been doing a lot of cool tone looks because, well, I'm kind of into them right now. So I decided I would also pair it with something else I haven't used in a while, and this is the dark mattes from Visi Art. So if you want to see how I created this look using stuff I already had in my collection, just keep watching. Before I start, I have to put on my lip balm, and this is from Tatcha. It is the Camilla Gold Spun Balm. I put this on before I start every makeup application. And now for foundation, I'm going to go in with an oldie but a goodie. I feel like I haven't worn this on camera in a hot minute. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I'm in the shade 1W2 Sand. This is my winter color. Sonia Kashuk sponge. Just going to tap this into place. I was thinking that they were going to be working on the house behind me again today, and I was going to have to do a voiceover. And I was like, I hate doing like full face voiceovers. And then they haven't started. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't, in the middle of this video, they start doing it, but they're not out there today. So hopefully they're taking a Saturday break. For concealer, we're using the Cover FX Power Play. I'm in the shade N Light 2. I know this is technically new, but I've had it for a while, so I figured it's still shopping my stash. My under eyes are so red. I think I'm finally getting over like whatever I had going off my ears and my sinuses, but my under eyes are red. I don't like the end applicator on this. That's the only complaint I really have, because I like the concealer, but the end applicator just, it's a little ball and it's weird to me. Smaller Sonia Kashuk sponge to blend that out. And then to set that, I'm going to go in with my last little bit, like I'm reaching the end of my Huda Beauty powder. Luckily, I bought another one with the 20% off sale. So I'm going to go in with that same sponge, and this is in the shade Pound Cake. And I'm going to set and bake underneath my eyes with this. I always start on my pores because the pores are where I want the majority of the powder, and then I just kind of want to set underneath my eyes. So you'll see there's less powder underneath my actual eye than there is on my pores, because the pores is the problem. I'm also going to do my chin and my nose. I feel like I've almost like can't smell this powder anymore. Like I can still recognize that there's a scent to it, but I've used it so much that I remember it being like overpowering when I first started using it. And now it's like, it doesn't bother me at all because I'm so used to it. Now I was thinking about going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus. So you could totally do that. It's been a long time since I've used it, but I feel like I want to go in with the MAC Patrick's powder because I'm pretty sure they're re-releasing this over like the holidays. So I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. Why is it making that noise? Stellium 974, and I pack the majority down at my jawline. And then excess on my forehead. And now I'm just going to dust away my bake. I do have to say, like, I still like the Patrick's powder, but like when it comes to my under eye, I don't like it anymore to bake. Like the Huda powder is just so much better for baking, for at least for my eyes. It's thinner. It's just, I don't know. I can't use the Patrick's powder underneath my eyes anymore. I have to use the Huda. This used to be my absolute ride or die bronzer. And I feel like we gotta go in with it today. This is Luminous Bronze Light from Hourglass, and I'm gonna use my 126 from Zoeva and see if I can't make myself not look like a ghost anymore. Now with Nude Bronze Light, this one is more cool toned. I'm going to take that on my Tom Ford number 11, and I'm just going to add some to both sides of my nose, and whoo, it caught right there. That's okay, we can blend that out. I'll fix it. For blush, I'm going in with one from Giorgio Armani. This is number 100 Nudo. If you're like even a little bit darker than me, I don't know this is going to work for you. It is super duper light. I'm using a natural hair brush. This is the 129 from MAC, and I'm picking up quite a bit of product. Sorry, my voice is like, told you the end of me being sick. A natural hair brush is kind of like, it's a little bit more scratchy, so it will pick up more product. And then whenever I spray my face, it'll be a little bit darker. Now, normally I would just spray my face, but I haven't been really using setting sprays, and I can't use the Luminous Dewy all over my face from Tatcha because it tends to mess with my pores just a little bit. So what I have found here recently is I'm going to take the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, yes, from Tatcha, the bottom of my sponge, and I'm going to spray it. And then I apply this where I want, see how that just made everything sink into the skin? I don't want it to be on my pores. I want it to be on my cheeks, around my mouth, nose, a little bit on my forehead, but I don't want it on my pores, and I don't want it to be a lot. So this kind of controls the amount that actually gets on your skin, and it helps to sink things in, bring out the color of my blush. Because what happened with the blush was it was on dry skin, the powder was dry, so you weren't getting the pigmentation. It's kind of like almost when you get a shadow that is dull, like a metallic one, and then you get it wet and it works better. It's kind of the same kind of principle, but this is dry skin, dry powder. It wasn't really adhering or showing you the color, and then doing this makes everything stand back out. And if you're bringing it up to this portion of your face, it'll also make your highlighter go on better. And so for my highlighter, I'm going in with Fenty Beauty Crystal Fire and Lightning Dust. This is the Kilowatt. I'm going to go in with this side right here. This is Lightning Dust. This is a Linda Hallberg 306. I'm going to add a little bit to my chin, my nose, and just a little bit on the forehead. And then before we move on to eyes, we have to buff, and I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Nude Finish Illuminating Powder in the shade Nude and my Sonia Kashuk Large Powder Brush. And then if you ever do the puffing technique and you feel like your skin is back to being a little bit dry looking again, spray your sponge again and go back over it, and it would have the same kind of effect. For my eyes today, we're going to do something warm. I'm going to use the Dark Matte 04 from Viseart, and I'm going to concentrate on that section that kind of didn't work for me in the Natasha Denona palette, so I'm going to work in this section right here. And then I want to add on the Linda Hallberg Enchanted Secrets, and I think I'm going to be using this shade here. So let's go ahead and zoom you guys in. I might add on one of these two, but I'll let you guys will see. Starting off with that dark orange and a Zoeva 227. Do you see this? It's beautiful. I'm applying it to the outer corner first, and then I'm going to start bringing it upward. I want to start out first, so like right on this outer part of the eye and smoking it upward. And then I will start bringing it into the inner part of the crease, just with what's left over on my brush. I'm going to do this a few times just to add intensity. MAC 221, same shade, and I'm going to run this along the lower lash line. Wayne Goss number 17 and the shade just to the right of it. I am going to slowly start to deepen up the crease. I did not get a lot of product on my brush at all. Putting it into the crease and then blending it upward. Small circular motions, helping blend it upward. MAC 221 and the last shade in the palette. I'm going to pack this on the outer V. Bringing it slightly into the crease, but not covering up the last shade we did, and I'm only going to go about 3/4 in. MAC 242 and Tarte Shape Tape. I am going to cut out the front part of my lid and just tapping over the green a little bit, going right up to the crease. Now I'm going in with the clean 242 and the shade Ethereal from the Linda Hallberg Cosmetics palette. And I'm just tapping right over that concealer. Blending the edge right over the green. On the lower lash line, right up against the lower lashes, I'm going to take La Douce, I don't know how to say it, La Douche, that sounds horrible, from Stila, and this is the Shimmer and Glow. I'm just going to pop that right smack up against the lower lash line. I'm going to blend right underneath that with a little bit more of the orange shade we used first, MAC 221. Back into the Linda Hallberg palette and the shade Zephyr for the inner corner. And this is a MAC 228. Wayne Goss number 6 in the same shade. I'm lightly going to buff this on my brow arch. Liner at the top, a Whipple Flash from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. And then Golden Bronze from NYX on the lower inner rim. Alright you guys, this is the finished look. I went ahead and added Whipple Flash, same liner we used up top to the inner rim up top, and then Kiss Ritzy lashes, of course. And I went ahead and finished off my lip with the Dior matte lipstick. I just talked about this as being one of my favorite darker nudes for the fall. And this is a liquid lipstick that does not dry down all the way. And this is the shade Jungle. And my voice, I don't know what's going on. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed shopping my stash with me. Let me know how you feel about this look. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.